I mean, because you are putting it on, on the premise that they will not be able to. Now, assuming at the end of the day, the greater stake is actually what is it? I mean, all their stakes put together, it's not as great as what is at stake. And you're able to put the differences aside and see what exactly they're aiming at. What do you think? Do you think it's possible?
You see, as some are leaving, just like Pentecostal churches, as some are leaving, new people are coming in. So now that you have some people, let's assume there's some of these differences. You know, as they're setting it out, or setting them out, some people are feeling aggrieved. What stops them from now saying, you know what, that vacuum left in PDP, Alaji Babanga took a plea, we would like to come and join you. And we know a few things we can give to you that you will use to work against APC. That is how it works. That's how it flows. But so the movement of people from PDP to APC does not guarantee that the numbers of APC members will increase while that of PDP will decrease. No, you're going to see some people also migrating to PDP because they have something to offer. They have information.
Let's look at this issue of internal wranglings. I mean, this is not the first time a party is having internal scuffles, but this is the first time that it's like been blown so big, so to speak. So what would happen if we keep having this kind of internal wranglings within political parties? How do they get to solve these issues?
We'll continue having such internal wranglings. I'm sure even in developed societies we still have some wranglings, but our own is the way it is because of our aim, because of our objective, which is not to develop Nigeria. It's all about our pockets. I got to say that. It's all about our pockets. So, and this one is being blown up the way it is because APC understands the use of the media. They know how to use it, and they use it effectively. You see, if you continue saying that somebody is a woman, that's a man. Because you say this is a woman, but he's always wearing trousers. I don't see a woman wearing trousers. After a while, some people start saying it's possible that guy is actually a woman. That is how APC deploys the media.
Would a formation or a putting forth of a clear ideology solve this issue of wranglings with them?
Some time ago, my mentors, Dr. Chuba Kadibo, brought me to his office in Yaba then and brought out the manifestos of all the parties which he prepared for them.
All the parties?
All. About 18, some number then. I was his lawyer. He prepared for them. Brilliant mind, no doubt. But now, can you imagine that? So what clear ideology are you going to get from any of these groupings? For you to have a clear ideology that is unique or peculiar to any of them, they must first of all put Nigeria on the table and decide to work for Nigeria. Which is why ultimately I still kind of favor the current president. Because, yes, there are issues about corruption. There are major issues about corruption. But rather than treat the symptoms, he's attempting to go to what actually even causes the symptoms. If you can get away power and pass on to some private individuals, the issue of corruption there will reduce. And so on and so forth. So of all the people who are prancing around on this stage now, who are pretending to be working for us or to be telling us they want to work for us, I still see President Jonathan as the one that I could single out and say, look, much as he's not doing so well, but it's better than average compared to the rest of the people I'm seeing there.
So, because when you talk about the media, it looks like what's been happening is actually fabricated, because we have actually been following all of this. And you say, because there's something that binds these governors, they're all second-term governors, meaning after 2015, they're out of office. And we all saw how it started. Perhaps those that have decided to come back or say they're still up for negotiation, meaning we have just G4 now that have finally left for the APC. Do you think the party has what it takes truly to resolve the crisis with those that are still with them?
That's the PDP.
Yes.
First of all, let me talk about the fact that second-term governor, final-term governors. The lifestyle of these people can only be sustained by government. So that's why you see them after being a governor, they want to go back to Senate, or they want to go to Senate, because the amount of money required to keep them the way they are used to is something you can begin to imagine. Now, the PDP government is like an elephant. With blind man touch. You touch the ear, so it's only the ear. Touch the hoof, you say, it's only. It's so light. It's enormous. You know, I tell you, I said it some time ago. By the time they'll be resolving these things, you and I will not be there. Even the ones that left, or claim to have left, have they given back their cards, their PDP cards? Where did they resign from? You just saw on television. There were four. We're told 7, 5, now 4.
So it can be denied?
Well, you can play your team as many times as you like, but they will ask you, did I write any letter resign from PDP? In fact, did they say they had resigned? I saw a PDP creation, Baraje, making some announcements. I didn't hear an Amechi. I didn't hear the Adamawa guy. I didn't hear them say, we have left PDP, we have moved into APC. What about all the handshaking? They were discussing Nigerian economy. It's possible. But they haven't had it in their cards. They have not signed letters of resignation. And these are governors.
But again, it looks to me that the PDP is truly eager to let them off because I have always had a couple of statements from a certain Nedum, I think, from the Rivers State and they've always issued statements saying, well, if you want to leave, you can leave. And when finally some of them left, they also released a statement saying, well, we're happy they have finally left.
Well, I don't know if the man who you mentioned his name has collected the card of Chibike Amechi. You can be having problems with your wife. You say, look, if you want to leave, leave. And they want to leave, leave. And she might decide to visit her father or go to visit friends. And you capture that on television or camera. Does that mean she has divorced you? You know, when you want to leave, you know what to do. You go to the law court and get a divorce. And then you're divorced. Then you left. What do we have from these people who have left to show that they've actually left legally? Not by just saying I've left. Is there any letter of resignation from them, from the party? Have they handed in their PDP party cards? These are not charlatans. These are governors of the state. Let's forget the fact that for almost 1 year that they've not done any work as governors because they've been gallivanting all over Nigeria, saying they're holding meetings. But then they're still governors.
Are we getting to the end of PDP?
That would be a very grave error for anybody to assume that because of what is happening at the end of PDP.
Because if you see the analysis now, for it to go by what we have now, they have more APC members in the House of Representatives than PDP. And even within the governors, they're almost getting, an equal number, if not that the others have just said that they're still with the PDP.
Can I ask you a very simple question? Who still gives oil wells? Who allocates oil wells? Who gives, what is this one I called for us last year? Subsidy. You see, a friend of mine, when he became governor in his state, and I told him, you don't have a structure. The structure is still that of the previous governor and all that. He said, look, KOP, just relax. It is the man who is carrying the palm front that goat follows. All these things I told you, they are about personal interest. By the time offers are made to some people, or their own offers are accepted, you wouldn't even know when it happens. You'd not be surprised to now hear somebody talking, and the person is talking PDP. You say, is that not somebody who claimed to be APC last week? It's all about their interests. And the government also understands this. The struggle in Rivers, for instance, is not exactly between Amechi and the president. It's between Amechi and Wike, the Minister of Education. Because of their previous relationship. One of the things Wike had done for him in the past. You know, politicians have a habit of biting the finger that feeds them. I think it's common with them here. A lot of things were done by Wike for Amechi. So when he got into, when eventually sat pretty, the first person to remove to deal with was Wike. And Wike refused to be removed. out of the, relevance. Out of relevance. Same thing that Amechi did to his previous boss, the former governor, Odile, who made him. That was not to be Amechi. It was just an entity. Somebody made him.